Right, good morning or afternoon, depending on what the time is wherever you are. New video today. As you might have guessed from the title, we got the tanker on. We've got to suck out what we call our beef midden. I'll show you that in a minute. But first of all, I need to get this pipe that's in this trailer on the side of there to carry it around to where we want to use it. So watch me struggle to do that in a minute. Now, I know that doesn't look very secure, but we are literally just going around the corner in our yard. We've not got to go on the road or anything. Before you say, why don't you take the blue one off? Well, I need that one as well. So we'll go and suck up some liquid out of the pit. I'll show you what's going on there. And yeah, it's that time of year again. So this is the pit we need to come and suck some juice out of. As you can see, it's just started running out on the concrete there. Now, we had an absolute deluge of rain overnight, and with it being on a concrete yard here, everything just washes straight to the grids, which are here at the end of the scrape passage, and out into the pit and out down the track. So that is why I've got the tanker on. I'm going to suck a little liquid out of that pit and drop the level of it as much as we can. So the way it works here, if you're a new subscriber, we'll show you. If you're a long-term subscriber, you would have seen a lot of videos filmed in this shed behind me here. We call it our beef shed. Actually, we have the cattle on bedded area at the back, and then we have a scrape passageway at the front. Those passageways lead to these grids at the end, with the idea being that anything liquid goes down, anything solid like this, we push it over the top and we scrape round up against that wall, and then every day we come around and pick up the solid stuff in the bucket. We then take that round to our big midden, where it just goes into the farm midden and gets taken away to some of the off-ground. This shed has changed slightly since I've started. Always used to be that they would bed up from where we are in the centre passage now and throw the straw over, and by doing that, some of the straw used to go in the scrape passage and you end up with quite a thick dung, so not as much liquid used to go down the grids. They used to have auto scrapes near at one time, and it sort of worked a bit better. You get liquid in the pit and solid outside, whereas now, because we drive down the scrape passage to bed up now that the auto scrapes are gone, you end up with pretty well just slurry in there that ends up in the grids and in the pit. So we end up having to deal with more liquid manure than previously. Also, with adding in these new tip troughs we got here, so rapid cleaning troughs, if they've got dung or any bit of muck in them at all, you just pull the bolt, tip them over and swirl them out onto the floor. All that liquid ends up down in the pit as well. Yeah, it's something next year that is going to be looked at. We're going to put hopefully something a bit better in terms of slurry handling in place, because it's a bit of a pain at the moment here. But at the moment, this is what we've got to do. So we're going to go around the side with the tractor and tanker, suck up the liquid. I'll show you how we do that, and then take it down to another pit that we have on the farm that can hold a lot of liquid. Yeah, so for anyone new, this is our beef shed. We keep mainly young stock down here, as you can see. There's some fat stock on this side. There's also 3 bulls down here. Here's one of them. There's 2 on that side. And then we got some cows that are in calve, but going to calve right at the end of our spring block, down the end. And then also, I think there's 10 cows down there that didn't get in calve this year that we're going to run round just because we're a bit short of cows. We wouldn't normally run cows round. Normally, if they don't get in calve, they go. But we lost a few with TB the last few tests, so we're a bit down on numbers. We had a bit of a bad scanning rate on our heifers last year, so we didn't calve many in. So yeah, we're just trying to build the numbers up again a bit, so that's why we're keeping some. So as you would have seen earlier, we've got the 155 on the tanker. We'll go around and suck up a load and get to work. Now, the reason I wanted to go and get that green pipe is because it fits onto the outlet here, so he clamps on there and then he just dips down into there and you clamp it on to the tanker. And then the blue one we'll use at the other place around the corner to get rid of the liquid in there, because that will be very helpful. But yeah, basically there's a pipe on the other side of this that goes down to the bottom. You can see on the top it looks quite thick, and it is, so we don't want to disturb it too much. We just want to take the liquid out from underneath. So that's what we will try and do. Might hide in a minute whilst it's raining, because I've not got a waterproof jacket. It'll only be a shower. Right, I've got this on now. I just had to move across about 6 inches. So we'll fire it all up and hopefully suck up some water. I just sat in the tractor whilst that hailstorm came through. And England are playing Iran today in the first World Cup game. So I just watched them score a goal. 5 minutes later, rain's gone, we'll carry on. Before I start it, I need to put this on vacuum. So we want power shaft. A few revs. So hopefully in a minute, there'll be a bit of a line there. You can see the concrete again, the water's all getting sucked inwards. We have this door on the front. What we do is once we've sucked out enough liquid, we can drive in with a handler and pick out the solid stuff with the dung bucket. But the door is here. The door's here obviously for security. If any animals were to break out, they don't end up in there. We obviously don't want that. Yeah, this pit isn't incredibly big. It doesn't hold a lot of slurry. And if it rains like it did last night, it just fills up nearly overnight. So you can see a little bit has run out onto the concrete. It won't get no further than that little bit of grass there, so it'll be alright. Right, first load sucked up. Now hopefully you can see quite clearly with the line on the wall over there where it started and where it's dropped to. We've taken a good 10 inches off the pit for one load of water, so we'll take that round and get rid of it. There's plenty more water in there, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of what we got and we'll come back and get some more. But you can see there's still water there up to the edge, but I can see the concrete here now. Yeah, we've dropped it substantially, but there's still a lot in there. Now, the only downside to this pit is you drive in, you've got to back out, which is slightly annoying. I mean, as far as reversing out there goes, perfect. Right, we're now on the emptying phase of the job. We've got our long blue pipe going down into this concrete pit here. You can see everything coming out below us there. This concrete bunded pit here is here to take any water that comes out of this, which is called our small ruminant facility, SRF for short. See any dirty water that comes out of there across this yard and straight in under here. Now there are flaps in there to stop sort of debris going in there, but the water can. So yeah, we'll put it in here for the time being. And if we want to get it out again, we just got to suck it out. Simple as that. But yeah, so there's an awful lot of space in here, whereas there's overflowing in the other pit. As I said, next year, the plan is to look into doing something a bit different, whether that be a separator or just putting a pit somewhere closer up there or modifying that pit. I don't know what the plan will be, but it'll be looked at anyway, because at the moment I have to do this probably once every 10 days or so, just to keep the level of that pit down. We'll keep the water out of it anyway. We can suck the water out and we can put the solid stuff in the other pit. But if we mix what's in the other pit at the minute, or what we call our midden, where all the solid stuff goes, with this, it would just run out the front, because there's this time of year it's been emptied before the winter starts. There's no solid dung in there, so to speak, of until we start cleaning the shed out. Once we've cleaned a few sheds out, or cleaned a shed out, we can store a lot of solid dung on one side of the pit, and then as we want to take sloppier stuff round, we can mix it, keep it in the pit. Whereas obviously at the minute, if you put a load of liquid in an empty midden, it's just going to run straight back out. So that's why we put it in here. I think it's looking a bit grubby. Poor old Marshall. I gave it a wash last year because people were on my back about doing it, and all I did was strip a lot of the paint. It does the job for us. We don't cart a slurry miles. We don't really spread much of it, to be honest. Cart it from A to B, but yeah. Would you believe it? It's raining again, so we'll go and get another load. Oh, I did leave a mark somewhere. Of course, I've driven through it, so I can't see it. Right, I got there eventually. So we're sucking up again now. If we have a look in the door here, after sucking up our second load, you can see this is all retreated back a bit. There's still water here, but that will slowly seep down now into the rest of that there. You can see how much that's sunk to the level on the side. Done a very, very good job. It's all started to fold in there on the sides there. I'm going to go get rid of that load, and then once I've done that, we've one other job to do today. See the lights going, getting towards the end of the day. We'll do one job I do every night before going home, so I'll take you along to see that as well. Right up on there, pull that one down, hydraulics going down. Right, just dropping off the tanker, because we are finished with that one. Bye tanker. We'll go park the tractor up and then we'll go do the last job of the day. I don't know if anyone else with a John Deere has found it, but our wheels are starting to lose their paint and rust. Look, there and there. Wheel nuts are horribly rusty, and the yellow is faded on them really, really badly. I'd say I don't know if anyone else has had the same problem, but might be a winter project to take them off, sand them all down, prime them and repaint them. Could paint them black, could have black rims. Ooh, what a thought. I'm gonna go hop in the Manitou, because the last job I do every night before we go home is just go and push the feed in for the cows. It's just a way of making sure they're all alright. You see them first part of the day, last part of the day. If there's any there that haven't got any feed, we can push it in for them. And yeah, it's just one of those jobs, get into a habit of doing it. Always do it last thing, I say. But Manitou's gone, so I'm guessing John's already doing it. The Manitou's gone, but the feed pusher's there, so something's up. Right, panic over. I found the handler. Shepherd had it. But we've got the pusher on. We're going to go and push in the feed a minute to the cows, and that will conclude the day. It's getting dark so early now. Alright, I've just changed the GoPro into extended battery life mode or some other rubbish. It keeps turning off at like 40%, which is very annoying. What's also annoying is this door blew open or closed in the wind. So that one's shut properly. Right. Anyway, there's plenty of food here for the cows. We just push it in every night so that they can get at it overnight whilst we're not here. And hopefully in the morning, they'll have enough for tomorrow. So will the heifers, but the cows down the end, they're on a 24-hour feed, so they should have cleaned theirs up in the morning. These bulls can have as much hay as they want. This one we're feeding up a bit along with these two steers with him, so we'll push it all in for them. That's what we do, we push it all in so they can just stand here and kick it all back out again. But what we'll do is in the morning we'll come in and shut them all back, ready for scraping and bedding, and then push it all back in again so that when we let them back out, they've got fresh food again. So they all look happy. We just make sure that these guys that haven't come out are all alright. They all look fine, there's heads up and alert and everything. There's a few in that pen bulling today, which is why their pen's a bit dirtier. Look at these, every single one of these pens are all out and feeding. All the cows have come out, there's a couple lied down. Most of them are out feeding. It's what you like to see. Nice happy cows, happy farmer. So that's going to be everything for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed seeing the slurry tanker. I know it's only a short little video, but it's just one of those jobs that we're doing at the moment, so I thought I might as well film it and show you. If you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. That really helps me push the video out to more people that perhaps haven't seen my videos before. Subscribe to the channel. It's completely free to subscribe, doesn't cost you a penny. You can have the notifications on or off. If you don't want to get spam with notifications, keep them turned off. If you want to know when my videos are coming out, click the little bell to turn the notifications on. Links in the description for all my other socials, as well as merch like the hat I'm wearing and the hoodie I'm wearing. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on another video very soon. Cheerio.